Thank you, Cyril. Well, WestJet and Air Canada have both bumped up their fees for checked bags, which has many people thinking about how they can pack smarter and lighter so they do not have to check. Here to tell us how to do that is Travel and Style magazine founder Jennifer Weatherhead Harrington. Good morning, Jennifer.
Hi.
I can't wait for these tips. I travel quite a bit, and I
love
hate
sharing
checking bags.
These are my favorite tips to share.
So, first of all, you're a wheelie.
I am.
Okay.
Definitely, you need a wheelie. Make your life easy. It's just so much easier, and you look a lot cooler when you're going through the airport just pushing it on 4 wheels.
I totally agree. So, but you make sure when you buy these, they'll tell you if they fit in overhead compartments,
yes,
right? Yeah.
So I particularly love this one. It's Travel Pro, and I love this because this line guarantees that it will fit into your overhead. They design these for airline crews, so it's perfect.
Okay, so they know what they're doing. Yes.
So they know what they're doing. This one also has a phone charger on it, which is
Love.
extra cool.
Yes.
Yes, for people on the go. My favorite thing. My phone needs to be charged.
Oh, always, because you always have your tickets on them now
Exactly.
too, right? There's a lot on there.
Perfect.
Okay, so how do you pack smart and light to make sure that you don't have to check?
Smart and light. My number one tip is to roll all of your clothing.
Okay.
So I know a lot of people throw things in or they try to flat pack. I find, I've traveled so many times, but rolling is the best technique. And if you actually iron your clothing first and then put it on a flat surface, you can get an even tighter roll.
Okay.
So it takes a little bit of prep, a little bit of time, but it's so worth it. And then I also love putting things in these packing cubes. So I'm a recent convert to these.
Okay, tell me about this, because I don't have this, but I'm willing to be converted as well.
Yeah, so I find I can fit a lot more into these. It just compresses everything. You know how sometimes people put in things in Ziploc bags?
Yes.
And then they kind of seal it up and it makes it nice and tight and compact?
Right.
This is the same idea.
Okay.
And it keeps things nice and organized, and I think being organized is a really big key to packing a carry-on. So you can put like your bikinis and your undergarments and things in one, then you have your main clothes in another one.
Oh, so you would put this in your luggage?
You put this
Oh, okay, I'm getting
here.
it. Okay,
Yeah.
that's smart.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on shoes, and how do you pack them? Do they go underneath? Do you put rolled in them?
So what I do when I'm using packing cubes, this will go in the bottom
Okay.
of my suitcase, and then everything else will go on top, including shoes. So number one, you need to wear your biggest shoes or boots, depending on the season, on the plane.
Right.
So if that's sneakers or anything that's kind of chunky,
Yeah.
that has to go with you on the plane.
Okay.
Same with anything else that you're wearing clothing-wise. Bigger on the plane.
I just came back from a trip, and I didn't put my liquids in a little Ziploc bag. They got everywhere.
Oh, no.
So how do you pack smart when it comes to, you know, some makeup or face wash?
Yeah, so mini everything.
Okay.
A lot of brands have really great mini versions of everything, and if not, then there are little tubes that you can always buy and put your favorite products in it. Never take a full size anything beauty-wise.
Okay, your straightener,
Yes,
Jennifer.
you need a little teeny tiny straightener. They make little mini hair dryers as well.
What is
This is actually one of my biggest secrets. They always weigh your luggage if you talk to anyone when it comes to carry-on.
Yeah.
So this weighs your luggage for you. So you know that you'll be
hang
within...
it off that.
Yes. So you just hang your suitcase off of it. It'll tell you how much it weighs. So you can take things out, add things in if you need to.
What is the general weight?
It's usually between 9 and 11 kilograms.
Okay.
So
when you have that, you're good to go.
You have that, you're good to go.
I always just, you know, feel it. I'm like, that one I'm checking, it's always 50 pounds, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
that feels like 49. I should be okay.
You don't want to get to the counter and then have them say, you got to check
No,
that.
because a lot of times they won't even let you, if you go overweight, pay for it. They're like, you have to take it out now.
Yeah, exactly. One other thing I would say is don't forget that you also have a personal item that you can put other things in. So take a bigger tote. It still counts as a purse for women.
Yeah.
But you can cram a lot of things in there, like a scarf.
Or heavier things, too.
Heavier things, your laptop,
Yes.
your toiletries, put those in there.
I notice you have, this is compactable, this jacket.
Yes.
It's also freezing on planes. How do you work that? Like, do you bring a big scarf, or how do you stay warm?
I always have a big scarf with me.
Okay.
Also because I don't trust those airplane blankets too
No.
much because I don't know where they've been. But this,
Do they charge you for those too? They probably do.
I think some planes do, but not all of them. But this one's also great, this jacket, because you can roll it up and then actually use it as a pillow as well. So if you're like me and you're not wanting to use those pillows that are on the plane, this is really great as well. This is from Mech, so it's pretty easy and basic.
Nice.
And it's nice and lightweight.
Exactly, and folds up really small.
Yeah.
Okay, so the one complaint people have with carry-ons is that you have to make sure you're on the plane first, or sometimes they say, you know, we're just flat out of room. How do you mitigate that? Like, do you just line up early?
Yeah, I know. Everyone sort of gathers around that gate area to try to get on the plane first, and that's one of the reasons why. Most planes will offer to do a gate check for you as opposed to a full checked piece of luggage. So if there isn't enough space, the flight attendants are pretty good. They'll usually find a spot for you, or they can even put it up in first or business class because there's usually a bit more room there.
Right.
If not, then they'll check it at the gate, which means as soon as you get off the plane through the door, it will be waiting for you on the dock instead of waiting at the carousel.
Which can be forever depending on the airport too.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you obviously travel a lot. What's the one thing you cannot travel without?
Oh gosh, my phone, number one.
And a charger.
And a charger, hence why I have this here. I have multiple chargers because I lose them.
Yeah.
And the other thing I would say is a good face oil to stay super hydrated.
Yeah, because planes dry out.
And any temperature when you're going to a new destination, you never know what it's going to be like.
Okay, well now I've got Wanderlust all over again. Thanks, Jennifer, for these tips.
Thanks for having me.
Great. Right now it's 8:51. We're wrapping things up here on CTV Morning Live. Stay with us. We'll be right back.